Hello, once again, you're welcome. So, today we're going to be discussing about how to spot sadness or depression in the phlegmatics. Before we go further, do well to subscribe. Okay, so we've talked about the sanguines, we've talked about the cholerics, now we're going to be talking about the phlegmatic. Like I said earlier on, I said before you can solve a problem, you need to understand what is the natural makeup of this problem. If you don't understand the natural makeup of this problem, it will be difficult to solve it or almost difficult to solve it. So just like what we learned in school, before you can find out there's a deficiency in a plant, it's important to understand what is the natural makeup of that plant. So let's dive into it. So what are the characteristics of phlegmatic? When talking about temperament, for those who are joining, you could go back to check the videos on sanguines and choleric to understand what we're talking about. So we're just saying, how do you spot the signs for somebody that is a phlegmatic or for friends that are phlegmatics? So phlegmatic naturally are peacemakers. Like flex don't like wahala. Let me use that word. Friends don't flex rather don't like trouble. They are just very calm persons. They are more like this kind of friends or people that likes to sit on the fence. They are very indecisive. Flex are very indecisive. Flex are this kind of persons that they just want to be in a place. Flex can stay in a particular place for a long time. They're very quiet. They're very content. They don't really. They are not goal driven. They are just like the way they are. Just leave me the way they are. That's how they talk. Oh, just leave me. So that's their natural makeup. Like I said, you are primarily a temperament and secondarily another temperament. So it's possible you're primarily extrovert rather, and secondarily an introvert. Why is it like that? Primarily means this is your major temperament, like this is what is very very obvious where persons know this particular thing, and secondarily is like, oh, these are just traits. That's more like recessive traits for those that are science students. So now, how do you now spot for somebody that is naturally calm? How would you know there's a change? Now, like I said, they are very very calm. They don't like trouble. So one of the major things for you to spot that there is a problem is they become overly sensitive. Let me give an example of that statement. If let's discuss, okay, you're among your friends and you guys are normally you joke about some certain things, those things that when you discuss with play you laugh about it, and suddenly you talk about this thing. Let's just say you guys are discussing about I don't want to use a topic that could cause fights. Let's say you're discussing about economy, general economy breakdown, and then you guys are laughing over it that, oh, see guys, just work with whatever you have, and then suddenly you're like, eh, is that the way to talk? Is that the way to talk? Do you think there's anger issue is different from temperamental? That's why I said most of these things are intertwined. It's very very tricky, but you need to be very observant, a keen observer. It's going to spot things like this. So when you become overly sensitive about things, it will be a pointer that something is going wrong. When you become overly quiet, in case you don't know, for every sanguine, for every phlegmatic or melancholy that are very quiet, you will still know when they are extremely quiet. You would know. There's a difference between when you're so quiet, when normally you're quiet, but when you're extremely quiet, you would know. So when you find out that you're extremely quiet, there's a problem. And when you feel like they suddenly don't have any drive. See, no matter, I know cholerics are more of the goal driven persons, but sanguine still have a little bit of drive because they want to be content, but suddenly they don't even have drive whatsoever. It could be a pointer. Emphasis, it could be a pointer. That's why it's important to talk to this person. Oh, I noticed that normally you're so calm, suddenly you became way quiet. What's going on? Mind you, your approach matters. If you come and say, why are you always quiet? Are you, like, do you think you are the only one? No, 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 no. There are ways to approach this person, because if you show persons how much you love them, it's easier for them to open up to you than for you to come like Omnino West, or you come attacking them. It's going to be more difficult. I hope this was helpful. And in case you're going through this, please do well to seek help. We also have our organization also offer and counseling sessions. You could check us on Facebook, on Instagram, Brace Up Integrated Consult, for in case you want to book for your sessions. We are very, very open, just in case you don't have persons you can really open up to. I hope this video was helpful. Please comment in the comment section. Tell me what stood out for you. We'll see you next time.